So what's good? I know it's been a long time, but I had to come back with some really good news. Guess what? I'm officially in tech. That's right, you heard it. I got the job. I don't think I've posted a video since, let me check this here and see. Man, it's been over a year, probably a year and 3 months. And I don't know why I stopped posting. I should have just kept consistent with it. However, the fact remains, I did it, I'm in tech. It's been a long road. As a matter of fact, after I stopped posting, I was actually busy with some other stuff, non-tech related. And if I had been busy with that, I probably would have got my foot in the door sooner. But my foot is officially in the door. And man, this journey has been unreal. I look back at the videos that I've made when I was encouraging people just to keep going slowly but surely, trying not cramming everything, but really pacing yourself. If there's any advice that I could give myself, it would be that. It would just be to stay consistent. It would be to prioritize doing a little bit each day versus trying to do a whole lot at once and then burn it out. And just remember why you're doing it. I have been applying. Well, earlier this year, I made up my mind. I told my wife, I said, this is gonna be my last year. I said by the end of 2022, I'm gonna be out of that warehouse. I told her that back, I think in early February. Lo and behold, June 14th, my dad's birthday, was when I officially got the offer to come on the team as a JavaScript developer. And it was official on the 20th, June 20th, it all became official. The screen just cut off. So, man, this has been a ride. This has been a journey. I remember the first video I made where I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And now we're here. My thoughts since being in tech. So today is my last day working in the office for the week. We have Fridays remote. I'm recording this on a Thursday. And I mean, it's pretty eye-opening. It is extremely eye-opening being in an actual office environment working in tech. A lot, not completely different from what I thought it would be, but the biggest difference is, I'll say, is working on multiple monitors. When you just have, when you are trying to watch videos, trying to learn and code on something, a 13-inch screen, I guess if it's all you know, it's not that big of a deal. But when you go into the office and then you hook, the computer up and you have these big 27-inch monitors and this to work on, it makes a boatload of a difference. It's good for productivity. You don't have to switch back between screens and windows. You have everything you need right there. So I have like a code editor up, probably some YouTube, a tab of Google. The screens are so wide, you can have multiple windows on each screen. And I mean, it's just, man, everything that I could have wished for, that's what I have. The first day I went in just to meet everybody, we played ping pong for about an hour. I know it's very stereotypical for like programming and software engineer jobs where they see that, you know, yeah, we have a cafeteria, we have a full cafeteria, free lunch and all this other stuff. We have nap areas. I mean, this one isn't like that. It's not like a super huge company, but they do have a ping pong table there. However, there are times where a lot of work needs to get done. So I think there's a healthy balance. You got work, it's time for work, and then when the big section of work is done, then you get to relax for a little bit. recharge for that next big bump of work. And personally, I haven't really done any work yet. I'm still in training mode. But yeah, it's just eye-opening. I'm so used to working in the warehouse, sweating. I'm used to being the guy who people come to me and ask questions on how to do stuff or seeing if I can do it. And now I'm the new guy all over again. But the environment is great. The teammates, the coworkers, they seem real cool. I mean, you got people of a whole lot of different walks of life. So yeah, it's a pretty nice mixed bag of people. And yeah. It just feels good to know that all that hard work is finally paying off. I got it. Okay. Another eye opener is the amount of time that you can actually spend on code. Most people, like me, before actually getting their first role in tech, work full time, do other stuff full time, and in their spare time, you have to carve time out to be able to learn how to code. And it may amount to, if you do 15 hours in a week on top of working full time, then that's good. Now, in my first week, I mean, I'm in 4 days, I've done like 30 hours. Now, it's not all just sitting at the computer hacking at keys, but the fact that you can be in that environment in a full-time setting, it allows you to grow at a much faster pace than you would have been if you just limited to doing it on your free time. So that's also been a huge eye-opener for me. I wonder what it will feel like. Honestly, at this point, it feels pretty great. It feels awesome. And I mean, and to know that your skills, you are valued by what you can do. And that just gives you the incentive to work hard, to grind, to learn, and to know that hard work is going to be rewarded. I'm coming from a career where, I was pretty much at the ceiling, honestly, where I was. I worked hard. It wasn't a matter of work ethic or working hard. It's just that the industry, it didn't pay really what, I say it like this. The industry that I was coming from in the warehouse industry, working in the warehouse, clocking in, putting on my steel toes, I was pretty close to the ceiling where I was. And no matter how hard I worked, no matter how the quality of work that I was able to produce, at the end of the day, I was only able to do or gain so much from it financially. Now, I'm able to take that same mindset into the tech industry. And now, when I think about being able to learn something new and to be able to contribute to different bodies of work, I know that it'll be rewarded in a better sense financially. And that's one of the big pushes for people to really get into tech. People look at it as an opportunity to get paid better. And I mean, that's true. And there's nothing wrong with that. My motivation is my family. I have 2 kids. I have a new addition. The last time I recorded a video, he wasn't even in the womb yet. And when you have a family, you want to be able to do better for them. And there is nothing wrong with that. And getting into tech, personally, was by far the best option. I didn't have to go back to school and get extra degrees. I didn't need any certifications. I just needed to be able to set aside some time, be disciplined, learn how to code, build a couple of projects, apply to some jobs, do a few interviews, and then wait for that right person to say yes. And I got a yes. And, hey, well, stop. I'm trying to record.
But he's trying to make
It's okay. And with that being said, like if you looking for a career change, I had been working in the warehouse for 10 years, and yeah, it was time. It was time for me to get out of there because, I mean, I prefer a challenge. It feels good to go to work and have your brain mentally stimulated by the work that you do. And that's not to say that other work isn't mentally stimulating, but for somebody like me who enjoys challenges, I was at a point to where I wasn't really being challenged in my old profession. So this really just allowed me to, exercise my mental, exercise my brain, and to be able to learn, continue to grow, and to be able to provide better for my family. So yeah, this has been an awesome journey. I'm excited. I only did one podcast of the foot in the door, but I think it might be a good time to keep it going since my foot is now in the door and it's only up from here. Thank you for watching. I hope this inspires somebody to keep going. I wrote my first line of code almost 4.5 years ago. So, I mean, every journey isn't the same. Some people go from never have written code to being employed in under a year. And that's cool, it can be done. I mean, I feel like if you're really diligent, I feel like a year is a good, A year is a good aiming point, but I wouldn't be upset if it took over a year. In a year to a year and a half, probably more likely if you're just being consistent. It's all about not just knowing how to code, but how to present yourself to employers, how to show people that you actually know how to build projects and understand the technology. Also, people want to know if they can work with you. So, it's not just about coding skills. You have to work on your soft skills also. And yeah, just, if you are in your journey, keep it up, keep going. When you land that job, it's an awesome feeling. And I wish this for everybody. Peace.